On today's episode of Due Diligence, we examine the rivalry between Dunks and Starbucks in the city of Boston and the differences between their business models and brands. Hard-hitting journalism here, guys, but join us as we come to some surprising conclusions.
I think Dunkin's probably bigger than the Catholic Church now in New England. This is the religion of our city. We're going to show you guys who are not from this area why this is the case.
I don't really like Starbucks that much. I don't know. I really don't know why.
Why Dunkin', not Starbucks?
Because I'm from Massachusetts, and you always go with Dunkies, I guess.
Yeah, Massachusetts, dude. Where are you from in Mass?
East Boston.
What's your go-to order?
Large iced coffee, cream and sugar.
Starbucks, too much money.
I'm just in a hurry. I need my caffeine fix, but I'm going to say use that Keurig.
Oh, so you're make a coffee at home kind of guy.
Millionaire by 25.
So there was a guy in that wheelchair, and he just got up and walked away. I don't know what that's about. We're trying to interview people, trying to get opinions here. We just asked 3 people, right? 3 different groups of people. 3 different groups of people don't want to be on camera at Starbucks. Okay, so this already gives you an idea of the types of people that go here. Not chill at all. We went to Dunkin', right before this. We interviewed four people. They're too elite to be on the People's channel, which is the Tycoonist. Dunkin' is the working man's brew. Okay, Dunkin' is where the working people of this country go to get their coffee. Actually, Dunkin's kind of expensive now, but it's not even about the price, honestly. It's about the vibe. I think I need addressing Calvin Klein in order to get interviews at this place because no one else wants to talk to me. You're the first people that are even going to talk to us, by the way.
As a true masshole, just gotta say it. I think Starbucks drinks are way better. Personally, I just think they're more consistent.
Oh, not a true masshole because, you're defending the evil empire.
I have to be honest. The coffee is, I feel like it's hit or miss at Dunks. That's just the truth.
That's some slander. Okay, what's your response?
Well, I'm from Miami, and I have Starbucks probably 5 times every week. I'm just in love. Yeah.
If I'm gonna go in here, I've never had Starbucks food in my whole life. What should I get?
The double smoked bacon sandwich.
I guess people just want to get in Starbucks, just want to get their coffee and go, and just go shop at Pottery Barn or whatever they're doing next after this. So, we're gonna go in and just, we're gonna try the bacon. What'd that kid say to get? Double smoked bacon sandwich. We're gonna get the double smoked bacon sandwich. That's what he said to get. So we're gonna get that. And we're gonna try it. We're gonna see if it's any good. Maybe I'll change my opinion. I don't think I will, but I'm open to it. I have an open mind. Believe it or not. I know people don't believe this, but I have an open mind. All right. I'm kind of copying Dave Portnoy's shtick here. I don't mean to, but I just figured I'd sample this. I'm supposed to be on a summer cut, for my girlish figure, but fuck it. This is pretty good. I just ranted and raved about Starbucks for probably 15 minutes straight. I have to give it to them. Their food's pretty good. 25% of their revenue is from food. I can sort of see why. This is some good shit. Yeah, I'll admit it. 75% of Starbucks sales come from coffee, which I don't even know if this qualifies as coffee. I think this is just cream with some coffee flavor in it. I asked the barista, what's the most popular drink that people get that's not just regular coffee, and she said the caramel macchiato. It tastes good, but this probably has more sugar in it than a Coke, would be my guess. I think that bill came out to $10. It was a little under. It was between 9 and 10. Fuck it, the sandwich is actually pretty good. We're on Boylston Street in Boston. This is Dunkin Donuts. Or now they're just Dunkin' because they rebranded. Actually, it was interesting, the total bill for the coffee, is just a regular fucking coffee, a regular medium coffee, and a bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. The bill was similar. It might have been a little cheaper, but it really wasn't that much cheaper. Starbucks one's better, for sure. We got a little bit of a burn part right here. It's a little bit overcooked. That's the problem. You can taste the burn part. I'd say go with the Starbucks if you're gonna get food. I'm sorry. So we got a Dunkin Donuts donut, just a generic donut. You can see the glaze, just a glazed donut. The glaze is kind of melted. It's been sitting there all day probably, so you know, it's not fresh, but I'll take a bite. It's not good. You have to be pretty low in life to say, I'm gonna go and get a Dunkin Donuts donut and enjoy it. I mean, this is the stuff. This is the stuff, guys. I mean, Starbucks can't compete with this. People say that Starbucks is more expensive. Actually, it isn't. It's not that much more expensive. If it is, it's just slightly more expensive. But Dunkin' just has such a brand here in Boston that they can charge the same amount, even though the perception is it's lower, right? I'm just going with the sandwich, the coffee. You're not paying that much more, really, on an absolute dollar basis. Somehow, Dunkin' has convinced the working class that the bill should be the same as Starbucks. Last was reported, 60% of their revenue comes from beverage, for other 40% from food and from their licensed products. They just got bought. They just got bought over an $8 billion deal to purchase Dunkin'. 55% of Starbucks are company-owned versus franchise in North America. Dunkin' is almost entirely franchised. So it's a totally different operating model as far as the business goes, but you know, if we stick to the branding, very different. If we're just talking food, it's definitely Starbucks. But Dunkin' coffee all the way, and that's it.